Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to my channel Pilotopedia. Now, in today's video, we will take a look at how a Beechcraft 23 crash landed while making a crosswind landing. Now, the flight instructor was providing instructions to the private pilot who had recently purchased a share in the Beech 23. So it was quite unfortunate for the pilot. Now they had been practicing landings on runway 23 at the airport in Norfolk, Virginia, and both had felt wind gusts on the previous landing. Wind gusts, as you must be aware, they are really dangerous, and the biggest thing is that it is difficult to detect them through radar. Now, just before the airplane touched down for its fifth practice landing, a gust of wind lifted the left wing and the airplane was pushed to the right. That's my left. So a wind from here pushed the airplane to the right. Okay, that's what happened with the airplane. The pilot attempted to correct for the gust and the airplane bounced on all three landing gear and became airborne. So obviously, after the gust, the pilot tried to bring the airplane on the runway and in control, but it bounced on the three landing gear and was back in the air. Now, the flight instructor told the private pilot to add power and go around. Obviously, once you are airborne on landing, it's better to go for a missed approach. I'm sorry, better to go for a go around than to try to land in case the runway is well within sight of being getting over. Now another gust of wind pushed the airplane further to the right and the airplane was now clearly in a loss of control state. So this another gust further deteriorated the situation, and now the airplane was completely out of control. Okay, the flight instructor took control of the airplane, but the airplane was already in a full stall with full power and full flaps extended. Okay, full stall, full power, and full flaps extended. It's all the ingredients for an accident. Okay, the airplane hit the ground adjacent to the runway as was expected from this situation that was developing. Now, the private pilot told the investigators that when the plane touched down, a gust of wind pushed it to the right. The flight instructor yelled for full power and said, "My airplane." Okay, this was expected. As the airplane was out of control, the flight instructor tried to bring the airplane in control and he decided that the airplane is in his or her control and put in full power. The wind pushed the airplane further to the right and the plane hit a ditch and spun around on the propeller. So that was a bad day for the pilot and the flight instructor as well. The airplane's left main landing gear strut was bent aft, which resulted in substantial damage to the left wing spar fitting. The underside of the fuselage aft of the firewall, the propeller, and the nose wheel was also damaged. So, the pilot had recently purchased this Beech 23, and I guess this airplane was not lucky for that pilot. Okay, so lot of physical damage and probably the end of the aircraft of the life. And both the pilot and the CFI sustained minor injuries, thankfully. Okay, the private pilot reported that there were no mechanical failures or malfunctions with the airplane that would have precluded normal operation. So nothing out of the ordinary was being reported by the pilot. Uh, Something that could have resulted or hampered with the normal operation of the aircraft. Now, weather reported at the airport around the time of the accident included wind from 150 at 9 knots, 5 miles visibility, haze, and clear skies. So, as you can see here, even in the weather report, there's nothing mentioned about the gust. Okay, now the pilot receiving, now what was the reason? What could have the reason is quite clear, means inability to control the aircraft while it was being taken away, blown away by the wind gust, and unfortunately not much can be done about it. The pilot receiving instructions, failure to maintain airplane control during landing with a crosswind resulted in a bounce landing, and the flight instructors delayed remedial action. So there was a delay in the remedial action from the flight instructor that resulted in the crash landing, in a loss of control during the go around. So, my dear fellow pilots, you must have gained some understanding as to what all situations that you may come across while you are flying, and this incident is a lesson for everyone to learn and how to prepare for things while you are flying. So we will meet in another video soon. Till then, take care and happy landings.